This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 151 episode on a Friday evening. We have, I believe, somebody on the line. Who is this and what is the name, please?
Wow, okay, live.
Talk up.
Going right to the caller. We're live every Friday on Ochelli.com, of course. Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, Uncle.
Yeah, 11 o'clock for Eastern time, people.
There you go. Come up just a little bit, Aaron.
Up a little bit, you.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, I will. Okay, up.
Yeah, just you a little bit. There you go.
All right. Now we've got that all in order. Goodness, Uncle, this is live radio.
Uncle and Aaron.
Who we got? Who we got on this line? Who's this?
I can't give you my real name, Uncle. My name is Folly Adu.
Oh, yeah, I do. Sounds like a basketball star.
It's a privilege to speak with you, sir.
Oh, sounds like my cousin.
Uncle, this is an artist, a comic book artist.
A comic book artist. Correct?
Some say. So what are you and Uncle drinking tonight, Aaron?
I knew he'd come up with that. I knew it.
He's hitting us with it.
What's his
name? Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a non-drinking evening. I had a bit of a headache in the day. I'm going to play it safe. Playing it safe.
He is.
What kind of artist am I?
Hey, Aaron, didn't Uncle get a chance to see Folly Adu's work at some point?
Yeah, have I showed you that? I don't think I've showed you. I can get it.
Showed me anything.
You need to go get that.
I'm going to go get it right now.
Yes.
And you're going to experience this, Uncle. It's far. Let me go get it.
This is what I am doing as your producer right now. You need to show Uncle the comic book because I think Uncle will be will have some commentary for this. And I think we'll all be interested. Folly, if he has not seen your work yet, this will be remarkable. You'll get a first impression from Uncle. So what do you think of that?
Oh, is this
live on the air?
Live on the air, yeah.
I mean, that's a little bit daunting. What if he's like this color terminated?
Oh,
now?
I don't know. Does Uncle have it now, Aaron?
He's just got it.
I have it in this envelope. I'm going to hand it over to him.
Secret documents.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here we go. We must be careful with the way we handle the documents, gentlemen. I mean, after all.
Oh, boy. What you doing with these documents?
WWAJD. What would Alex Jones do?
Oh, boy.
Documents.
Mm.
He loves documents. Okay, Uncle, this is the comic that Foley made. It's called Black Budget Comics. What do you think? Seeing anything you recognize on the cover?
I'm trying to look at this face here. Can't tell if that's me.
Oh, you
second.
Looks a bit like you, doesn't it?
It could look like you. Yeah, it could, but it's not.
Who is this girl?
She.
Don't tell me who this is.
It's someone famous, and the man is even more famous than the woman. But they're intertwined. Their story is they know each other well. Yeah.
Comic.
Uncle, you don't recognize the man there, the face?
Looks like me. Not you.
Let's just say that it is Uncle. That's the new canon.
New canon?
Would that
Uncle?
That would be amazing.
Yeah, and what else is on the cover? What imagery do you see, Uncle?
Some kind of rocket. It's like one of Chuck Cherry's comments with the stick up in the butt, trying to took army uniform.
Oh boy,
that looks like
just like Chuck
with the stick up my butt. I tell you, that's something.
Well, a rocket. Excuse me, a rocket, not something.
That's what he said, though. I heard that.
Yeah. It's like a serviceman.
There's a serviceman or two.
Oh wow!
And then
what else is on there?
This just looks like a president.
It does, doesn't it?
Nixon.
Nixon.
No. Carter.
Jimmy Carter. It is a Democrat. Yeah.
I know it's not her, not him. The one that doesn't know how to do the White House.
The one that was in the White House, but he didn't do it correctly.
Correctly, yeah.
He has a famous wife. He has a famous wife who wanted to be in the White House.
Yeah, and she is the one that they had on the courtroom problems.
Lock her up. Lock her up.
Yeah, we know.
Does that ring a bell, Uncle?
Yeah, I know who it was.
You know her?
Problems, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who was this lady showing the butt? That's the one I'm laughing
Uncle,
at.
here, I'm just gonna come out and say it. It's Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky are those two people.
Oh, Lewinsky, that's who.
Do you remember her?
Yeah.
And him, for that matter. Do you remember that story?
That's who that was. That's who I thought it was. He was.
Yeah.
But he's two-time in.
Yes, exactly. So here it is. We got the comic. Uncle's looking at it finally. Go ahead and feel free to look through the pages. Foley, why don't you tell us a little bit about the comic while Uncle takes a look at it?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it's erotic espionage conspiracy action. I pitch it to normal people, so-called, as like the Manchurian Candidate, but sexy. Mind control. CIA. Bill and Monica, they're getting it on, but she's a secret agent, only she doesn't know it. That kind of a deal. It's kind of like, Kathy O'Brien, who I don't know that I can put much stock in, but it's an interesting story nonetheless.
Indeed. Uncle, what are you seeing in those pages? Anything pop out at you?
Yeah, looks like he's a strip joint.
There's some
president going in a strip joint place and having this project look. What kind of stuff are you doing here? The sidekick here. I know what he's looking. I know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's adult material.
Adult material, not good for children.
We can't fully describe what we're seeing. All we can say is that it's not for the kids. We'll say that.
Oh, it's page 3. I mean, that's the only thing I need to know. But,
I know it is definitely that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever sold it to a child, but I can't say for sure that no children have seen my webpage.
That's a possibility. Black Budget Comics is decidedly not safe for work, but just so people know.
That's for sure. Yeah, it's an interesting comic, Uncle. So it blends conspiracy.
So this is what was the surprise.
Yeah. This is. I've got plenty of surprises where this came from. We're just full of them, Uncle. But this, one of the wonderful things we get in the mail.
This was from
Foley.
Hey!
No, this is who we're talking to on the phone. The phone caller, Foley, made this comic, and then he mailed it to us, these copies of it. Yeah, that's who we're talking to right now. The guy who made this and mailed it to us.
Oh, you got him. All right.
Street Team.
The Street Team boys are back.
I'm leaving them around, too.
Yeah? Get anybody listening tonight? Did you throw it out to them?
Say what? Oh, no. This is
these
pretty
guys are
spontaneous.
talking,
I'm on my
then
6 Coors Light, so I decided it was time to call in.
Gotcha.
6 Coors Light.
He's drinking the beers that we're not, Uncle. He's drinking for us.
Why are we not drinking and you're sitting here and he's drinking?
I don't know, Uncle. It's a bad choice not drinking. I mean, there's no really.
Well, we like
no
I
excuse
said before,
for it.
we have to have one. We had this one wine we didn't get to last week, but we had it before.
Oh yeah, we do have a wine down there. Maybe I could get it. Would you like a wine? It will require me to leave the room again.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Right.
Why don't you have a nice?
I always pictured Uncle the broadcast being like in 2 separate locations, right? You got like Uncle and you got Aaron, like in the Uncle bunker or something. But now behind the curtain, I see. So you're just you're together. But that's also quite beautiful.
Yeah, we're sitting across from each other. We have our small table with the mixer.
Table with the mixer on the side, and I have this apple that I'm looking at again. And he's got what I'm hearing some clicks from the crap room. Crap room going nuts already.
Going crazy.
There goes another tennis match.
Yeah. They're always going crazy in that room.
There's another one. Yeah, they're going nuts. I can hear who's talking in there now.
It's good because you can see the engagement of the chat room, or you can hear it rather.
I hear it. I don't see it.
It's good feedback.
I only see the apple in front of me.
I mean, what else do you need to see, Uncle? It's the forbidden fruit.
I said that. Is that what's his name talking? Playing that tennis racket game?
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting
There's a lot of cicadas out here.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, cicadas. Yeah, it is cicada season. Is this the year where the 17-year ones come back fully?
Yeah.
I know that I can hear them pretty much every single night, so that might be a good explanation.
Because I remember that there's these ones, like the cicadas that come out every year are green. They got like green eyes. They're green like on their back. But there are these ones that come out every 17 years that are red. They must be evil because they got red eyes and they got like a red color instead of being green. And they only come every 17 years, I want to say. I thought I heard it was that year for them.
Oh, boy. He's in another war site. He's in another.
In the interest of not telling lies on the internet, I'm not in Pennsylvania. I'm in a state that borders Pennsylvania, but I guess I don't want to say it anymore.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, his hometown.
But the important thing is there are cicadas there.
Cicadas.
Thank goodness.
Certainly.
Uncle, you're familiar with cicadas, are you not? The insect, the large insect.
Oh, yeah. That we talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Cyclone insect. Those crazy things bite the heck out of you, too, though. Man, turn around, you have to scratch every 5-10 minutes.
Man. What about a cicada killer? Foley, do you know what a cicada killer is?
No, but that sounds terrifying. Is it like a snake?
It is a very large wasp, and if you see it, yes, it is. It can be terrifying because it's giant. It's like probably 5 or 6 inches long. It's a wasp, but it won't hurt a person. It won't do anything to them. So to us humans, they're harmless. To cicadas, it's another story.
Oh, so what they're doing then? They're talking to. They want to get destroyed with an animal. Animal and animal fight.
Correct. It's an insect fight.
Insect fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in a way, it's interesting because here we are sitting here scratching because there's something on you. They might fight that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well,
fight something like an animal.
Cicada killers eat cicada. Well, what they do is they catch a cicada. And they grab it and they bring it to its underground lair because a cicada killer, the wasp, has this underground, let's call it a bunker it lives in. It digs it out. It lives underground, pulls the cicada in. It stings it so it incapacitates it, brings it down underground, lays its eggs inside the stomach of the cicada, and then its young hatch out of the cicada and burst open out of it like the alien in the movie Alien.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's what a cicada killer does to a cicada.
Oh.
Nature is more scary than any science fiction.
Right? It's it's a horror show.
Yeah. There you go. So I kick you right on the board there doing that.
Yeah.
You're having on the site horror shows. We're going to have these horror shows and then have this problems.
This is a horror-themed show tonight, Uncle.
Horror-themed show. This would be nuts trying to figure out who's what.
All we got to do is talk about insects.
Yeah, insect. And then there they go. They start talking. Okay, then. Well, make sure to call that number again.
Yeah, call back anytime, Foley. It's great to have you here tonight.
Call back. Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys have a great one.
Yep.
Okay.
Take care now.
Take care now.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Call her right out of the gates, Uncle.
Out of the gate. Now, we call that number again.
Oh, yeah, here. The
Get
number.
the number out there. Get this. What else we got on that light pad you had?
If you'd like to call into the show tonight, the number is 319-527-5016.
And that's me on the Talk to Live.
Tell us about the beautiful and or disgusting insects in your neck of the woods.
Insect. We're in insect land tonight. I'm out talking about insects there.
There were a lot of insects in the yard today, Uncle.
What do we have in the yard today? You spraying your plants?
I was spraying them. I was hosing them down.
That's why I was spraying. You figured something was going on with the plants.
There's a beautiful black and gold butterfly. I don't know what it was, but it was very pretty. It was fluttering all around. It stayed in the area for a long time. There are these big orange dragonflies, and there's these smaller blue, I think they're dragonflies. They're those creatures that look like dragons. dragonflies. I'm not sure if they are. All that was in the yard.
Oh, man. They're getting wild because it's now getting a bit... Yes? Somebody on the line?
Greetings, Uncle.
Hello.
Whoa, we got a caller, and we know who it is.
There. Who is this and where are you from?
This is all of Canada speaking from the West Coast. Robin, this is Robin from Victoria.
Hey, Robin. I'm sorry we're not drinking tonight, Robin.
Sorry. We apologize.
I know this is the guy that always asks about drinking. Yes,
Really?
I know
No,
who this
not-
is.
I don't know if that's correct, but we'll go with it.
Tell me that is right correct. I know it's correct.
He knows it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's
Okay.
correct.
So ask
Well,
us.
I'll
Ask
tell you, actually.
us
I can
about
tell you what
alcohol.
I'm drinking.
Yeah, alcohol.
I'll tell you what I'm drinking. I don't know. My friend, he works in a liquor store. I'm not really big. I don't really drink too much, but my friend works in a liquor store, so he gets me some good stuff whenever I want to have a drink, you know.
Oh.
And then,
Nice.
so this time, have you ever had they're called Radlers?
No, that's a brand or what is it?
No, I think it's like a version of a beer. It's kind of a little more fruity, but it's generally 2%, or it's very low percentage. This one's 2%. It's called Stiegel, Stiegl. Grapefruit.
Like Glass-Steagall.
Glass-Steagall light?
I suppose that it might be related down the line there somewhere.
It has to be.
Salzburg. It's a European thing. Salzburg. Okay, I can't remember where that is, but Austria. I think Austria. Yeah, Salzburg, Austria.
Austria.
What?
Oh man. Oh, okay. I
super
like where this
tasty.
is going so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
super
taste.
tasty. It's great for a summer day. You know, you could drink 12 of them and you probably catch a little buzz, but you'd be pissing more than you'd be buzzing probably.
What's the
Yeah.
percentage alcohol again?
I believe 2%.
2%.
Oh boy.
2%. He said.
Yeah, very low, very low.
Is this kind of like a shandy, like where they put the lemon juice in it, like the lemonade or whatever?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Some-
I'm not totally sure. Like I
We're
said, I just get the recommendations and I drink them. And, this one I give a 4 out of 5 if you're not looking to get drunk.
4 out of 5. Okay.
My people are all ready,
They're here.
but you're not.
People.
Your people are all ready.
talking about drinking.
I'm not ready to
but
drink.
he isn't ready because he's not
No.
with it because his problem.
No,
But-
listen, I don't blame Aaron. The other weekend, my friend was trying to get a couple of friends were trying to get me to go out to all the bars, and I ended up going out for a little bit. I wasn't feeling great. I went to a few places, and I just ended up getting frustrated because everyone you gotta yell at those places,
Yes,
Yeah.
that's tough.
and when people are drunk and they're yelling, it's very much a young man's game, if you ask me. Those places.
Oh
The
yeah.
only thing that I sort of missed, in a way, was when we did go out, we did go to a bar.
We've been to bars, yeah.
We've been to bars, but in Orange.
Have you
Yes,
guys
Remember
have
that one?
podcast from a bar?
that's something.
We had to
Actually, that kind of segues into something I wanted to tell Uncle. So let's just say it now.
You've got something else to say.
I do.
What
This
is
is
it?
important. You need to hear this, Uncle.
You
know
go
our
ahead.
friend Seth the poet.
Yeah, no, sir.
Mm.
Well, he informs me the other day at work that this venue, which is it's one part venue, it's one part barber shop. It's a place called The Vibe. It's down on Magnolia here in Riverside near us. So it's a barber shop, and it also has half of it, like their new location, one half is like a nighttime venue where they hold open mic nights every Saturday night.
Hmm.
That
Are we
night,
sure
I'd love
it's not
to go
a-
there.
This is not a swingers club vibe on Magnolia.
No,
Yeah,
no.
the swing club. Somebody
Okay.
be getting wild instead of talking. This
Exactly.
is a slipper one. If you do what
Right.
you think.
Nothing too crazy. I mean, you can get up on stage, I'm sure, do odd things, but it's nothing like that. It's just,
burlesque.
yeah. I don't
did-
think they
where
do
did he bring
burlesque
this
there. Well,
How's that?
at work, I work with
Oh.
him, and he was telling me like, oh yeah, because that Seth is kind of a guy
That's
that is.
involved. It's pretty wholesome. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably. It's a
Yeah.
good bet that it's probably Yeah, it's probably going to be fairly wholesome at least.
Yeah.
And, he likes to speak, do public speaking and do his poetry in front of people. So he got up on stage there and did that.
He would be something
That's
like
cool.
that.
I was hoping you were going to announce a podcast at the Sword Shop. That's what it sounded like you were going with that.
Well, this is similar to that.
Close to it, but not
so that's
there
a step.
Yet.
It's a first step, right?
But it's not there yet.
Right. That's like a practice run there.
Right. That's what.
Pure Blades. I'll give you
Blades.
your shout out now. If you do listen to this show, I know you follow us on Instagram, but if you listen to the show, please call in and give us a hard time that we haven't actually been to the store
Yell
lately.
at the sidekick.
We will be there. I promise.
Yell at the sidekick.
We're going in.
I've been yelling for you too.
He has been.
Whenever that.
We're going in.
I don't blame you. It's probably in a mall. It's always in a mall, right?
It's in a mall.
Yeah, it's in a mall. It's definitely in a mall.
Yeah, you never. I hate malls, so I don't blame you for not going around there.
What do you mean?
Too often.
Malls-
No, I hate malls. I don't like malls, Uncle.
Oh.
The only redeeming thing about a mall is the sword shop. That's all I got to say.
What we're holding back? Is this why we're holding back, sidekick? There has to be a reason we're holding back.
Uncle,
maybe Aaron hates malls too. Yeah.
Yeah, that must be it. You might have hit it somewhere.
It's hard to get out there, Uncle.
I thought it was something like
but I
this.
mean, I'm making excuses, of course, but it well,
here we got the man's talking to us on on iGram or whatever it's called, and here we are trying to pick a date or pick a Friday or when we're gonna go, and here we are still talking about it.
Oh yeah,
I thought it would never stop.
We'll get in there. We'll get in there, but
we'll get
also these are sort of separate. Like what I want to pitch to Pure Blades is recording the podcast like we do it here, but do it live in the store and hopefully, obviously, interact with clientele and things like that.
Well, once we get to that point, you want to see if they want to see people. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna have people come in.
Well, yeah, it's
nowhere with this going on because they don't find out. Hey, we could bring these guys and make something out of this.
Uncle, the podcast draws a crowd.
You want to know how much I would draw? I really now. Sidekick.
Okay.
Could you believe how much I would draw from that broadcast to the store? I would make.
I think 7 swords
money.
would be sold.
I would
7,
make,
yeah.
I would make
the big ones too.
If this was a system of money, I'm just saying. For example, if this was running for money for the sword shop, they would have us here. They would have over there immediately. They would have. When can you come? Boom, just like that.
It's a commercial enterprise.
Uncle, would you guys post up like outside, kind of near the door, and then be like, "Come on in, get yourself a broadsword. You look like a dagger girl." Like,
I would be. I would be somewhere like in that. What are you laughing at?
Sounds like a carnival barker or something.
Yeah. I would be something like that. Talk to the people, and I know the manager wouldn't mind because I know he's listening to me.
You could be swinging a knife around in the,
Yeah. Well, I would like to chop that blade one that has the colored one. I would like to use.
Well, we could bring our own watermelons and show off them. We could chop them in half and give a little demo.
Have a half a watermelon.
Right.
Let's go on here with this kind of stuff.
No, it could be a real interactive experience.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Experience trying to figure out. All right, this is Uncle the Broadcast talking on live in the store. Well, we must go see this dude.
You want to see me smash some fruit?
He'll get so talked to, the sidekick here. Yeah. He won't know what to say. The way people come into me. I mean,
Uncle,
they
you
will
could
come
dress
to
up.
me. They come in and like they'll draw it to me.
Right.
Up on the sidekick, they'll draw it to me, and boom! I'd have almost 100 people, and Chuck there would say, "Boy, this is getting a wild night." You'd be going flipping out on the other end.
Is Chuck going to come in person too, or what?
No,
he won't be.
Are you going to fly Chuck out?
If Pure Blades is able to,
if somebody wants to pay for my airline ticket, I'll go. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
That's the other.
You might have to do a GoFundMe for that one.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Hey,
very interesting.
But he's in the East Coast. How could he be? He'll fly and take.
That's what we're saying. The airplane.
The airplane will take about a couple of hours before we even start the show. It would have to be.
Well, we plan that. You know, you plan that in advance.
I was kind of thinking I was thinking we would set up a table in the back of the shop, have a sign out front, set a table up in the back. We'd be doing our podcast thing very much like we do here, but maybe with a bigger table. Well, definitely with a bigger table where we'd have probably 2 other microphones set up where people could come in as de facto guests. We would try to coax them over, like as clients would come in the shop looking at the merchandise.
Maybe if they gave you an interview or something, they'd get like 10% off an item.
Yeah, we could work that out with them.
We can work them out with the owner.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd probably go for that.
Exactly.
He'd probably go for something like that.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what you could do is a name that tune live in the store, right?
Oh, boy. Yeah, there we go.
And if you win, you get a discount on your purchase, like a cool discount, right?
Yeah, something so.
That would be good.
It's sounding like it's turning into like a bit of a strip club vibe. Aaron's on the mic with the songs.
He'll be doing this talking laugh, not talk. I'll be doing the talking, and he'll be laughing like he's doing now.
That's the idea.
That would be all right. He's gonna laugh all night. I'll be doing all the talking.
It's your show.
My show to be talking. Yeah,
he's only here to laugh.
Oh, and we got the sidekick. If you want to hear a laugher, here's sidekick, please. Here we go again.
Yeah,
something like that.
So the Pure Blades concept is a concept all in and of itself. This other thing with the Vibe place, it's just an open mic night, which I think I have ideas specifically for that too, Uncle, that I think we can play with sometime. And Saturday night's a good night for us, so maybe we'll go with Seth one night.
We'll go with Seth one night. And we'll see to do this if he wanted.
And you have a performance that you might have for people.
You know what? I think I have them in my notes. I think I have ideas here, which I'm going to try to find because I've written these down. I've written down ideas that would work on stage.
I got one for you.
Yeah, what is it?
You and Uncle go up, and you kind of sit on his knee and pretend that you're like the puppet. and then he talks, and you kind of move your mouth around. So
That's
you're like a ventriloquist one.
Oh, that's a very good idea.
You like that one, Uncle?
That would be good because that would go right up his alley, Zab's alley.
Up his back alley.
Because he's a puppet guy, and he would go right for that.
Sure is.
He likes puppets.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Puppet guy.
Yeah.
That's what it is, a puppet.
What?
Okay, Uncle, I found my notes.
Oh, he finally found his notes.
The heading is Uncle the Podcast Live Show. These are ideas I had for making Uncle the Podcast a live show.
What were they? Come out.
I think some of these could be tested out and played with in an open mic setting. Right. Okay, so I have, of course, incorporate live music, start the show with a live version of the theme song, get Uncle on the mic to say warning, warning, warning at the start. And, you could even mix it with other songs. Like, for instance, I'd really like to play, introduce the show by playing Hell Awaits, like Slayer, start playing that song and, play that. But then segue that into the Uncle theme song, and then we'd come out to that. And Uncle would be saying warning, warning, and all this other stuff.
You get the other back.
So are you saying, because you play guitar and stuff, is that correct, Aaron?
Yes. Aaron would play the guitar, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, do you plan to play guitar at the open mic? Is that what's going on?
Well, that means you have to take the guitar with you.
I know that at the Vibe, there's somebody playing music as you go up there. There's somebody playing, I think, a drum and a bass.
There was?
So I think more open mic. It's spoken stuff, not necessarily like open mic. Like you can bring your guitar and go play.
I think you can. Yeah. I think you can. We need to go check this out.
See, I was going to say
check it up before we start doing this.
I would love
back to the pawn shop and let's check it out.
I got you, but I would love a live version of Uncle's Macarena. Would be the best.
Yes,
Yeah, MST. MST, of course, would be something we could do. Our punk band.
Yes.
There we go.
Punk rock band.
Right.
I haven't played it for a while. Probably get rusty. I haven't played it for a while.
That's even better. Punkers love rusty shit.
That's more punk, Uncle.
More
Oh, and look,
Right. I don't even fucking practice.
Right.
Yeah, we're very punk like that. We go with all the punk things.
Yeah.
One of my notes here is actually it says have a drum and bass playing, and then Uncle and I could do beat poetry. I start and then he goes, and we kind of go back and forth, and we like kind of impromptu make like beat poetry. And apparently they have a drum and bass, so like that'd be a perfect place to test that idea, workshop that a bit.
Well, if they all agree, we can do that for the start off.
Yeah,
We'll
do some beat poetry.
Poetry. Oh, poetry.
And
I
what
think it could be
exactly
good.
is beat poetry? Just like it's like rapping, but kind of not quite.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, you ever listen to
Like
Gil?
guy rapping?
You know Gil Scott Heron and The Revolution Will Not Be Televised, like that?
It rings a bell, but no, not really. Sorry.
All right, well, go ahead and Google something called Whitey is on the Moon, because that will give you a good idea of what beat poetry sounds like. And it's Gil Scott Heron, and
Sounds very racist.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. It's kind of racist too, but it's also pretty funny. It's totally airable though. You know, on all radio stations and stuff. Yeah, Whitey's on the Moon. You got to check it out.
Oh no!
I'll look that one up for sure. I'll look that one up.
I'm gonna get a link and put it in the chat room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to do that because I don't hear no more chat. I'm hearing chatting all the time.
Yeah, I'd like to just
Do that, Chuck.
it'd be fun.
I was just saying, I've done a 2 open mic stand up things before. I
Oh,
wrote
really?
They didn't go, or no, I guess I did 3 total. It was last like about a year and a bit ago that I went up in Victoria here.
Really?
And they went pretty well, I thought.
So it was okay.
Oh yeah, no, I thought it was. I the first time I was a little more prepared than the second time, and the second time was definitely I did the worst that way. So preparation is key with that, I found. And then there was an issue. The one time I was kind of nervous. The second, I think it was the third time I went. I was heckling too much.
You were heckling. Wait,
The other
I thought you were
people-
I thought you were. Oh, the other people were heckling you.
No, I was heckling. No, I was waiting till I went up, and then I was heckling. It's just light heckling, but it was like nervous. I was just
Nervous
I was
heckling?
making nervous comment. Yeah, I was doing nervous heckling on.
Interesting.
And then also there was a guy behind me heckling, but then the people who were on stage thought it was me as well. So I got kind of looked frowned upon on that one, but the reason I bring it up as well actually is with the Whitey comment. One joke that I made up recently that you guys might like is the only place that white privilege is still allowed is checkers and chess.
Oh. Yes. Oh, yes. I
got it. Yeah,
that.
because black starts,
I
right?
that one. Yes,
White always goes first.
White goes first.
White
I thought it was the other way around.
No, white. At least in chess, it's white. Maybe checkers. I should check my rules.
Shows you how much I know about chess. Not a whole lot.
Chess sound like that. Chess sounds like that.
That's weird.
Okay.
When I used to play, black always went first.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
really?
I thought that was it, right?
Maybe that's an American South thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure.
It's a cultural thing.
I've always played with white goes first.
Well, he hasn't challenged me yet.
So that joke obviously did not go over with people who play black first. So
Yeah. You got to make inroads, Robin. You can't burn
Yeah,
the
I'll have
bridges.
to-
You can't heckle the other performance.
Right.
You gotta-
And I know in
It's not-
checkers, black also goes first because what was the old saying? Smoke before fire, right?
Oh yeah. That's right.
Interesting.
Okay.
That's right.
Well,
I
I'm gonna,
it tonight.
I'll give you that on the checkers, but I'm gonna have to look this up right now, maybe too. But you guys carry on talking.
Okay. Yeah. We need to know this.
Yeah,
we want to know what the
right
standard
subject,
is.
The standards on this kind
For
I
of.
gotta know if I
chess
have
game.
to drop my new joke or not. So
Yeah. Work on that a little bit.
Uncle,
then.
you and I know I have, but this was years ago that I remember going in Columbus, Ohio, to open mic comedy nights and seeing people absolutely tank. And man, that is an experience right there. We've never been to an open mic comedy night, have we?
Whoa, wait a minute. What was the girls?
No, that was a live podcast.
Oh.
That was in Hollywood. We saw Mixed Feelings podcast live, and that would be akin to what we would do at the Sword Shop, is what they did at Nerd Melt up in West Hollywood.
Yeah, no, you're right. I haven't been to one of them.
Yeah.
Well, let's just work on something like that next, Sidekick. Put that on your notes. I'm pushing in my notes here.
According to Wikipedia, just so you guys know, white does go first in chess. So,
really?
But I always played black goes first. I don't know why. That's the way.
I'd like you to check checkers too, if you don't mind. There.
Yeah, sure.
All right, then we'll have to switch it. Then we'll have to switch it. We'll have to switch it.
Well, checkers is red and black. It's not
Red
white
and
and
black.
black.
It's always been red and black on checkers.
Well, sometimes it's white and black, I think.
Yeah. Well, since you told us
I just
this,
got to be two different colors, I guess. But
I didn't
it
realize
doesn't really matter what color they are.
Black, but
Yes,
so the challenging person team gets the black gun.
According to the official rules, of checkers, black does go first, and sometimes there is a black and a light as opposed to red. So sometimes, even in that case, black still goes first. Yes.
Okay. Well, now I'll have to revise my joke to being chess is the only place that white privilege is.
It has to be chess then. You got to work on chess.
Thanks for working that out with me here, guys.
Yeah. See, we're workshopping ideas here.
Because if I did that on stage, I'd probably get booed because
they would know.
That goes first in checkers, you dumbass.
That's true. That's true. Now
I'd get like a glass to the head or something.
That's right now.
Tough
That's
crowd.
True though. Now
Uncle,
you're right.
you saved my life. You saved my life, Uncle.
This is whitefoot chess, check, and blackfoot checkers. Correct.
That's it. That's correct.
So that's what would be how it would go.
That's how it goes.
Okay,
which, by the way, folks, you got a little less than 20 minutes left, and you have another caller on the line. Just so you know.
Okay.
I'm going to jump off then, guys. Thanks for having me on the call.
Right.
Thanks for coming back again, Robin. Great
again.
to talk to you.
And Chuck, I've handed a few cards out in Victoria, Chuck. So let me know if you have any more callers coming on.
I sure do appreciate it.
Listeners, I should say.
I sure do appreciate it. I know I sent you.
A little longer. If these people talk this long.
Oh Lord,
we're gonna have a longer time there, Chuck.
Hey, what can you want the callers though?
Since you said we have one, let's get him on the air. Or woman, whoever it is.
I got
what
you.
What are you yapping at, Sidekick? The Sidekick's getting crazy over here right now.
It's getting crazy, all right. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you, Robin. All right, now, who's the second player? Who's the second caller in Hutchinson, and where are you from?
They just disconnected.
Come
caller.
On.
No, we lost him.
Yeah.
You know why we lost him?
Why was that?
His first cousin was talking.
No, they weren't on there that long, Uncle. I don't know what happened there, but they weren't on there that long.
We scared them.
Oh man,
sorry about that.
They got cold feet. They got
cold feet. In fact, the man talking here.
They left us at the altar.
Yeah, that's it. And you're talking loud tonight, there, Sidekick. I got to get a couple words in.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I know.
The altar.
You already had your hour.
Okay.
I don't know what the hour was, but
the hour of the time.
You got 18 minutes. No, not that show. You got 18 minutes, Uncle, 18 just so you know.
18 minutes to talk, and what are we talking about?
I don't know. It's your show, Uncle. What are we doing?
I don't know what we're doing because you got me off Sidekick.
I kicked you off.
Me off to the side.
I kicked you right off to the side.
You're going to eliminate your talking and only get onto my hour.
Uncle, what do you expect a sidekick to do than to kick the host to the side? It's in the name.
What does that mean?
Well, it's what the name means. That's what I'm saying.
You had your hour, a full-blown hour with me not even around. And here I am trying to do my hour and having to talk somebody.
God, nothing but problems.
Yeah, I know we had problems with you, Sidekick. then you just hold on to your notes and read your notes.
I've got
mine, so
Uncle. Can I read one more of the notes for ideas for our stage show?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a really good one. Make salad on stage.
Oh, now you're talking.
You
now
like that?
It's food.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, we have to have the recipe stuff. How would that come?
Well, that would be your role. You would be the chef instructing us how to make a correct salad, an uncle salad.
Sense. That would make sense because I did work at Olive Garden.
Yeah, see?
I throw that out there too.
Yeah,
because I know how to make these things. It's just that they're not used to my salad making.
People could get used to it with your presentation on stage. It's just like a TV cooking show.
You know, I would get more people eating my salads on stage after knowing how I made how they did that.
We'd be promoting good health.
Well, yeah, that's one thing.
They'd go out and they'd eat salad.
Hey, in the chat room, they're asking if Uncle would try to make a salad with a sword.
Yeah, probably would. A little small one though, because you have to have it you have to have them in the bowls. You have to have a little small one. I know what I do. Cut the salad up with
the sword. Tomatoes.
Tomatoes with the sword. Things that need to be cut, I use the sword.
You gotta have a blade.
Yeah, you gotta have a blade. So I tell them that at the chat room.
That'd be a good one. Yeah,
that's how I would work that chat room. People.
Okay, yeah, that's see. I've got idea after idea for this live stage performance.
Okay, whenever the side coach comes to in land and trying to do this, I have to push the sidekick to when we go, because he's the driver to do it all.
Folks out there listening live can call in.
Yeah,
if
call
they
in
want.
if you want.
319. 527-5016. 319-527-5016. Call and stay on the line. We want to hear about what you might do on stage if you were at an open mic night.
And
we'd like to hear that.
I know if you know who is going to be calling tonight. You know who it is, Chuck.
Who?
The lady who's calling. I still want to know about my picture.
Sunshine.
Yeah,
of course.
If she called in. Because I want to know how she likes my picture.
Well, you know, with Sunshine, Uncle, it's never a matter of if, it's only when. So she will call.
The when person.
Just when. Maybe not tonight.
Well, maybe not tonight.
Maybe not next week.
Well, whenever she can call, I would like to know how she likes my face. The painting. That he sent.
Oh, yes, the black and white.
That's what I've been waiting. I was hoping to see if she'd call, but...
Tonight, it's forthcoming. It's coming down the pipe without a doubt.
Yeah, I know. I know she has doing that and having problem doing her work and all, but just to have me to talk.
Oh, Uncle, I know. I had two things in these notes. Right. One of them was the open mic night thing that Seth told me about. Right. I felt that both of these are important. The other thing is, you know, our woes with Apple computers, right?
Oh, yes. Those Apple. Matter of fact, I heard something in the background that we may get a new one. But this is because he couldn't get the thing connected.
What's our problem with
the show?
What's our problem with the computer? Can you?
Computer problem. He says it goes off.
Yeah, powers off.
Powers off.
Just out of nowhere.
Did you get the last one started?
Well, I've been working on the computer. Sometimes it powers off just out of nowhere for no reason.
I think it's time.
It's annoying.
It's annoying.
It's been doing this ever since it was new, and it's many years old.
And we go back to those Apple people. Mm-hmm. No questions asked. Okay. Here, give us a computer that works and give you this one.
Well, we've been to the Apple store for them to try to fix it many times.
Well, many times, but this is going to stop because I don't want to go back and forth. You know what I mean? Want to go back and forth.
We may have a resolution forthcoming.
What is
if
this?
Apple can get their act together? It seems like they're trying here.
What are they doing?
Well, oddly enough, you posted a Twitter comment, something about how we couldn't post a show because of the computer, and I put a little at Apple so that Apple would see it. And so they actually replied like, "Oh, we're so sorry. We know it's frustrating to your computer." Please let us know, what your issue is. And so I started responding to it on my Twitter. I was like, yeah, we got this and we got that. They're like, what operating system are you using? Blah, blah, blah. Send us a DM. And so I've got this direct message contact with Apple support, and they're pretending through this that they at least want to help. Do you think that they'll be able to do something?
Well, let's see. Let's give them a try and see what they can do.
Okay.
But in the meantime, let's get our shows on and listen to my show, my customers that can hear my shows.
Yes.
I want to get that completed. So let's see, but let them give them a try to do that, and then go from there.
It's crazy enough to work. This has been years ongoing with Apple.
We've went how many times to the show to the shop about this, and you got aggravated
multiple times.
Going back and forth.
Nobody knows what the problem is. Nobody can do anything about it.
Even the people that make the thing didn't even know how to.
No answers as to what's going on.
They
no
can't
fix.
Figure it out.
No replacement.
Yeah.
Oh, and Creative Accidents is asking if we're going to make an Apple song. I'm assuming that they know that we have that song "Destroy Apple" by MST. We felt the need to make a punk rock song about this. Remember "Destroy Apple," Uncle?
Okay, we're gonna start that. He's gonna make the write-ups next week.
You do another song
and do another song for these guys.
Maybe we'll have to do a live MST song. We haven't done one on the live show yet.
We're gonna do a live show for these guys.
What to
Listen
do that?
to me. Listen, these guys that just mentioned they want that. I'll do a live show for those guys.
Yeah.
Because they're very good customers to me.
Oh, yes.
I'm doing that, so I figure we'll start on that, say, whenever he can get the guitar in action again.
Yeah, we'll bring it in here. Maybe next week we'll have to do a punk rock song.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
We'll do it like
an
next
amplifier
week and do a pop song for those guys.
Mm-hmm. We'll just do an impromptu MST song like we like to do.
Let us know how it sounds.
Uncle, should we do shout-outs now?
Yeah, might as well do shout-outs. Only got a few minutes anyway.
Okay.
This has gone fast tonight.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
I haven't talked about a couple of times.
Well, yeah, we're getting there. Who do you have for your shout-outs, Uncle?
Well, my sword people, like we said.
No, Pure Blades.
Pure Blades, definitely have to for a shout-out to you guys.
PureBlades.com.
And all the fellows at work, and especially George, that we talked about. I'm going to shout out to him and everyone else and everybody else that I know. Shout out to you all.
Everybody. There we go.
You guys out there, Sidekick?
I've got an important shout out. This was actually a shout out to someone who called in at the top of the show, is Fully Ado, who on Instagram goes by Black Budget.
Oh, he won the Instagram game?
He won the Instagram game.
Who was he?
Black_budget on Instagram. The Instagram game is Name That Tune. I played Mandatory Suicide by Slayer, which is kind of a cop-out for me to play that.
Yeah, I remember that team.
But yeah, it's a fun song. He guessed it. And he gets a shout-out.
That's a game that he plays, so I'm letting him do the shout-out.
Yeah, I just play. I say it's a cop-out on my part because usually I try to learn a new song. I play it on there, and then people have to guess whose song it originally was, be it Bob Dylan or Slayer or whoever, and then they say what the title of the song is. And this week, Black Budget, Fully Ado. He wins. He gets his shout-out on air. Much deserved.
Shout out to you, then.
And shout out as well, because I'm going to have him on my show soon to talk about art school. It's going to be fun.
Your show?
Mm-hmm.
Was he on it tonight?
He was our first caller tonight.
Oh, that was the first call. I am confused with all these callers.
It's confusing.
Who I had, I said, what? I had my shows.
Yeah.
See, I told you they come out to shows out on my shows.
Yeah. Oh, and also, I think Creative Accidents in the chat room was saying that our sound quality is better. I'm using this little, I guess I'll shout them out. It's by iFi.
Oh, you got something new in the equipment.
It's the iDefender 3.0. It's supposed to get rid of the extra background noise from our
it's
mixer. Apparently, it's supposed to be. But if it's not, let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
well, at least you got something out of this mixer over here tonight.
Yeah.
We are into looking into some mixers.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe getting another mixer. We'll see.
I would think to get one keep it on the side.
Yeah.
I mean, buy
yeah, keep
one,
this one
keep
on the
it-
side, maybe.
Oh yeah, keep this one on the side and keep the new one up.
Maybe.
I mean, it would be like Chuck doing here.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably got loads of them. Have to do with the knobs.
Yeah.
I'm sure Chuck does. Like Chuck.
Creative Accidents was also asking about, oh gosh, the name isn't, Jay Dyer and how he wants to do the poetry battle on this show. I haven't gotten a hold of him yet, but I need to. There's a few people I need to get a hold of. He's one. I'll have him on the show and we'll do that. That'd be fun.
You did what we did on the show.
Yeah, the rap battle thing.
Oh yeah, we haven't done that for a while.
So we could do a rap poetry festival
do a rap
thing.
poetry that couple of weeks down the road.
Yeah.
Go to the song singing and then that.
I just got to send an email his way. So
Start doing email shooting. You're the one that's playing with these machines. Not me. I'm just seeing the apple here.
Mm-hmm. And then, oh boy, so we still got a little bit of this show left. So let's go a little further here, Uncle. Gosh,
who do we got that can talk quickly?
Us. We talk fast. Oh, you know who we need
on the line?
We need the guy who did those Micro Machines commercials back in like the 80s or what was that? 80s. That guy with a mustache, and he was famous because he could talk all fast. He goes,
yeah. I saw him I heard him on the TV once.
Remember him?
Yeah. He was talking about cards.
It's that toy, Micro Machines. The car toy.
I remember that guy.
We need that guy on here. Maybe he could be a guest.
In less than 5 minutes. Whatever we have left, he could shoot it out. Boom.
He had like the Guinness Book of Record for talking fast, I think, something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Then we can get that guy from Police Academy that makes all the sound effects.
My Klainsman. No. Now you're getting into something.
These guys that talk
hairdo. I get a kick out of this guy with the hairdo in the shower. You want a good talk? I can go and finish it out with that.
You remember the sound effect guy, right? He made like the robot sounds like. He pretended he was a robot.
That guy, and he's saying about mixing his hairdo stuck to the head when he was trying to wash his hair. I still get a kick out of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely funny.
Mahoney
was his name, yeah.
Well, Mahoney was
who was he gonna play
Steve
for?
Gutenberg. Here's the Micro Machines, guys. A Creative Accent has a picture of him in the chat room. Here, Uncle, I'm gonna try to turn this. Does this face look familiar? That's the Micro Machines fast talking man.
Yes.
You remember him, right?
Soon lose the tooth.
He's wearing. Yeah, well, you don't need that. Maybe that made him talk faster. The missing tooth.
Yeah, it might have. That does look familiar to someone. I can't think.
He's got a red hat. I wonder if it says "Make America Great Again" on it. I can't see the top. I don't think so. That was before people.
He was trying to make it pop.
That was back when America was still great. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, before those Police Academy movies, you know that guy made his debut in a movie with Cheech and Chong, where he does his Jimi
sound guy.
Yeah, his Jimi Hendrix impression.
With the smoke in the van.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I remember he getting some pot. He's trying to smoke. You're right there. And these young kids in Fort Lauderdale wanted to get, hey, let's go into this guy and see him and get some of this pot stuff. So they all get in there and start smoking away.
Oh, yeah.
And then by the time they come out, the smoke bomb is smoking all the way inside that thing. It was going absolutely. So, I got a kick out of that.
Did he do an impersonation of Jimi Hendrix's guitar? Is that it?
Yeah, he does. Jimi Hendrix he gets up on the microphone. He goes, "Hey, baby, I'm Jimmy. I've been dead a while, but here we go." And he starts doing the whole thing. And he goes, "Excuse me while I kiss this fly. Help me!" And he kisses the fly. You ever see that?
Yeah.
Uncle remembers that.
I remember it. Yeah,
you remember that bit?
Yeah, going in there and he starts spooning the fly, and then it has the smoke coming out. What I get a kick out of that show though, it's the smoke coming out of the van.
Oh yeah,
that going in.
It's all about that.
He starts smoking the blunt and saying, "Boy, where is there?" And actually, on top of that, there was no cops around.
Yeah.
That would shock me.
Don't hold me to it. The name of the movie might have been Still Smoking. I'm not sure, but
Yeah. That's what it might have sounded like.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It would sound like that.
What are you on, man?
What are you on, man? People say, "What are you doing? What is all that smell?"
For the very end of the show, by the way, if you guys tap out a little early if you want to, that's fine because I've got Destroy Apple and the Macarena queued up in case you guys want to do that.
Boy.
So I'll add it to the end of the show here.
Yeah. Let's go out with those MST
let's
songs.
go out with that there.
Do you want to just end it? And we'll...
Colorado.
Which one you want to go with?
Okay. Let's do Destroy Apple since it's topical now.
Well,
right.
That one there, and then it can go off with.
Or would you rather play the Macarena, Uncle?
The
Which
Macarena
one?
Off with that one too.
I think he's
So
saying he wants
Macarena.
Destroy Apple and Macarena. He wants one going into the next, right?
Right.
You got it, boss.
Okay. Well, that's the end of the show. UncleThePodcast.com.
That's the end of the show. But
We're on Instagram and Twitter.
Twitter
at Uncle Podcast.
Uncle Podcast. So that's it. Bye.
Destroy Apple, destroy Apple, oi, destroy Apple, destroy Apple, destroy Apple, we're destroying Apple, we're destroying, oi, we destroy Apple, we destroy Apple, oi, we destroy Apple, we destroy Apple, oi, destroy Apple, we destroy Apple, we destroy Apple, we destroy Apple, oi, drive us, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Hump to the hump to the hump to the mayor, hump to the hump to the hump to the mayor, hump to the hump to the hump to the mayor. Hey, Macarena. 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 Hey, Macarena.
Is in the books.
We did it.